We drive the ponies hard. If it was just the horses, we could have crossed the bridge long before night fell and hopefully lost the wolves on the far side. But ponies ain't half as fast as coursers, and they got a lot strapped to their backs. I can hear their panting breaths, smell the sores forming under their saddle straps. One of them's got something stuck in her hoof. Ain't nothing for it but to keep pushing them. Know what to do for an infected hoof. There's no cure for being in a nightwolf's belly. All the animals stink of fear. They can smell the wolves now, same as me. There are even more than I feared in these parts, and the howling of the scouts has them all come running. The bridge is in sight just as the last of twilight disappears, and my night eyes take over, seeing the world not with light, but by its magic. This far from the Great Wards, magic is everywhere. A glowing fog rising from the ground that clings to everything, highlighting the world. It is reflected in the auras of every living thing, from the animals to the trees to the scrub grass growing in potholes on the road. Water doesn't conduct magic, but the cold river is full of life and blazes with kinetic energy. I see it like a black sky teeming with stars and streaks of lightning as it rushes past. The stone bridge, surrounded by water, is nearly magic dead as well. My night eyes see it mostly as a silhouette against the water and sky, highlighted only by some clinging slime with a dim glow of life. The others see it too, with their warded eyes. But the animals are all but blind now, hearing only the roar of water and smelling the wolves. There's a last stretch of open ground from the road to the bridge. It's their last chance to surround us. They have the numbers to do it. I can see them gathering, like some leviathan rising from the depths.
I'll lighten the load!
I thrust Duskrunner's reins at Selling.
Run on!
Ma'am's knife is in my hand, and I move among the ponies, looking for things I can cast off to get the animals moving faster. Water's my first choice. It's the heaviest thing we carry, and the easiest to replace with all the mountains and spring melt. Not that we'll have anything to put it in, as I slice open skins and cut the straps holding casts in place, rolling them back in our wake. Rojra's giant trunk of clothes? Don't need it. The armor plates that go in my robes. Hate wearing them anyway. 4 of us can share a tent. Bedrolls are overrated. There are wolves on the road now, barking and howling as they dart around or leap over the debris of our cast-off baggage. I'm lightening the load much as I can, but at this rate, they're still going to run us down before we can get to the bridge. I cut open sacks of flour and meal, throwing up a thick cloud in our wake. I can hear wolves choking and blinking. The cloud don't reach all of them. I split a sack of apples and throw it at a group coming in from the side, scattering them as they dodge, lose footing, or stumble into one another's paths. One makes it through, but I'll rush in to meet it, turning slippery as I do. Not much can hurt me when I'm slippery, but it doesn't make things less scary. Up close, the Nightwolf, average among its packmates, is huge. 400 pounds if it's an ounce, almost half the size of the ponies, all tooth and claw and matted fur. I keep Ma'am's knife solid and hold it out as we slide by each other. The wolf crashes to the ground on its next stride, one foreleg lopped off above the knee. But then I feel a sting of pain and look down to see a jagged tear in my coat, wet with blood. One of the Nightwolf's claws cut me, even while I was slippery. Didn't think that was possible for a mortal creature. Nightwolves ain't exactly that. Not a deep cut. This is serious business. I put on speed to rejoin the group as Eric and Rojra fall back.
Hurry up, Darren!
The ponies cry out, but they leap forward, running for their lives. Their pain cuts at me, but I join the others, slapping flanks with the flat of Ma'am's knife, drawing stinging lines of blood.
Move it!